Welcome, everyone. Before we dive in, I want to take a moment to talk about Penny and why so many agents choose to work with us. So, Penny Insurance is a trusted partner for agents, providing not just access to high quality products, but also education, support, and technology to help agents grow their business. So working with Penny means you're not doing it alone. You have a team of experts to guide you, resources to help you succeed, and tools that give you a competitive edge. We focus on helping agents identify the right solutions for our clients, and we provide the training and materials you need to confidently present those solutions. And now I'll turn it over to Chad. Welcome.
Hey, thank you, Chris. I'm happy to be here. Thanks for setting everything up for us this morning so that we can dive in a little bit into um, disability insurance. I've been looking forward to speaking on this topic, and I'm glad that all of you agents are out there and taking time out of your schedule during this busy holiday time to spend the next half an hour or so with us. What I want to do first is just kind of introduce myself to you. I'm new to Penny as of early November of this year. I'm very excited to be part of the team over here, helping on the brokerage manager side of things. Prior to that, I was a market director for a final expense company for many, many, many years. And prior to that, an independent agent broker in the field for an additional 10 to 12 years. So I've been in the insurance business for 20 years and I've got a lot of experience in a lot of areas. And this is one of those areas that I wanted to talk about because I feel sometimes maybe it's overlooked in our presentations, maybe, or that we don't know how to go about getting the right products in front of the right people. So that's kind of the focus of our training today. So we'll get started on it now. And once again, thank you all for joining us. I just wanted to kind of warm it up by just kind of going over some statistics that some of you may already know and maybe some don't. When it comes to disability insurance, I'm just going to kind of go through the bullet points quickly, but first one is a pretty big number. Approximately 1 in 4 adults in the U.S. live with a disability of some kind. So it's 25% of us out there struggling with something. Women are also more likely to have a disability than men. That's a stat that I did not know when I was doing some research. Disability prevalence increases with age. Well, that's kind of, that's obvious. The older we get, the more vulnerable we get to a disability or an injury of significance. The employment rate for people with disabilities is significantly lower than those without disabilities, around 22.7% versus 65.5%. And that was back in 2004. So I'm not sure exactly what those numbers are currently. But as you can see, there's a discrepancy there. And eligibility is strict through SSDI, and claims through them take a lot of time. So the need for something privately held through, an insurance company is often a path of lesser resistance when getting your disability claims taken care of. I know from personal experience with a family member how hard it was to get a claim approved and processed through SSDI. It was a very painful process. So being able to provide other alternatives to our clients is, I think, a huge benefit. And SSDI benefits can leave a large income gap. Those benefits aren't designed to replace somebody's income to make them comfortable. It's meant to be a Band-Aid, a stopgap to carry them through until they can get back to work. So just some facts I wanted to start out with to bring to your attention. So in a few more actually on this slide as well that I continued over. Approximately only 35 to 40% of employees have access to disability insurance through their employer. So that leaves a large number that are looking for alternatives. And that's where we come in to solve those type of problems for them and offer solutions. According to a 2024 study by LIMRA, only about 18% of consumers have disability insurance, leaving over 80% of the clients out there that need some sort of solution. So there's a huge pool of people to be targeting disability to. Um, and that's likely because they don't realize they need it, or if they don't know whether or not they can afford it. And that's where, a good agent will come in and put all those pieces of the puzzle together for them, and paint a picture and show them, how devastating it can be if they don't have something in place and they get disabled. Only about 18% of consumers recall being offered disability insurance, and the same percentage recall having it. So the need to get the word out is there. It's something that I know when I was out in the field more regularly than I am now, that I was always trying to work the disability into the conversation, um, because I know that everything else that they're paying for is reliant upon their income. And if their income goes away, then everything else is going to suffer. All their other insurances are going to suffer. Auto insurance, health insurance, all their investments, whatever their bills are, everything is driven off income typically, unless you have a lot of money set aside in savings. But so it's one of those things that I feel is often overlooked, and it's really one of the more important things we need to cover and protect is our income.